All right. This. Who are we?
I don't know no more. We microchip now.
Yeah. Backyard Therapy. It's episode 20. Out there, 20 episodes. Please, Francois.
This is your boy Saint Dior.
We got our guests right back here.
Yeah, y'all know how it is.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's Air. Back with some more knowledge. We just came from getting stick up.
Yeah, wait. I don't know, babe.
Let's talk about our experience with that. You said you don't know? You don't know?
I don't know, babe. I don't know where it is no more, babe. 5G towers. I see in aliens. Moderna. Johnson & Johnson. Let me stop.
That double up.
The double.
Okay.
So we just came from getting vaxes, Saint Dior and I. It's a very smooth process. When it came down to even just applying for it, because it was just a matter of going on the website,
Signing up.
and damn, this is such a far cry from where we came from, trying to do like government involved things back in our day. Like, anyway, we'll finish that thought. It was just a matter of going on their website. They have a nice website for it, gov.vax.bs or something like that. You go on, you pick, you put in your ID information, you pick whatever day, you pick the time, you pick the center, and you just show up. And at that point, you get it done. We got there, and it's organized. You know, it's not a ton of people, and I like how they're doing it, which is the way it should be done. They're only doing about 50 shots a day, or 50 to 100, or maybe even 200 shots a day.
Per location and whatnot.
Right, per location. So we got there, and there wasn't a bunch of people. You halfway expect like a bunch of people piling up at the door, but it was just one dude, like just making sure everybody has their IDs and stuff before you get in. And when we got there and he directed us in, we sat down. Like I said, very organized. One side of the room was empty, the other side was full of seats. You go there, you follow the line, and the moderator's there. They're making sure that you, move into the next seat.
Yep.
Ain't nobody there trying to bully you. Not the usual Bahamian rabble rouse where people shout at you. And there's just no direction.
No pay, no payola.
Right. They had signs there. You know where to go. You go up to the lady. She gets your ID. Just make sure it's you. Confirm your information.
Yep.
Go to the back and you get your stick.
One of the things that I noticed when I first arrived was, at least from my standpoint, I didn't see much people, and no, people don't know our age like that, but I didn't see much people our age there, which was not interesting, but it was something that I guess I paid attention to. I saw a lot of older people.
Yeah, I mean, as expected, people our age and our generation, they're a bit rigid when it comes to the whole vaccine thing. A lot of propaganda is going around of the tracking and the reptilization. That's not a word, but I'm making it a word.
And then we also think we invincible. In a lot of instances,
too,
like,
right?
we can fight this shit.
Yeah, we strong. I've had coworkers. One coworker came to me about a week ago asking me like, "Yo, you getting it?" I said, "Yeah, I'm more than likely." Like I was still on the fence about it, but I was like, "Yeah, more than likely, I'm leaning towards it." And he was like, dude was like pleading with me. He was like, "Bro, baby, this between you and God, baby. I ain't gonna lie."
Oh
baby.
No.
He's like, "Bro, you remember this dude that was here, right?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, he had symptoms." I was like, "Yeah, he had it." And he's like, "But you know what he tell me? It's just a matter of you gotta go in the canal. And you gotta make sure that water get right up in here, baby, up in here." I said, "Oh, really? So are the vaccines just like water from the canal?"
Yeah, that oil up water.
Yeah, man.
That grease and
Salt waters heal everything.
Bush medicine and salt water. That's all you need.
All you need inside life is Dr. Sevi, Dr. Umar, salt water, bush medicine, and you're straight. Yeah. You can live forever. You can live off the land forever.
Yeah.
Okay, but
something we made note of when we were in there. We were like, this kind of streamlined the process. The only I wouldn't even say it was a hiccup, but the only little disruption was probably at the end. And like I said, it's not even a disruption, but after you got the shot, you had to sit down for probably like 15 minutes so they could observe you to see if you have any symptoms before you leave.
Make sure you don't die on the spot.
Or spaz out or anything. And we were there, but people was like leaving before us that came after us, and then like some people in there were like looking at me like, oh, they was here before us, and I was like, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, that wasn't no issue. We weren't in there for a significantly long amount of time anyway. So, how long did that take us?
I'd say
20 minutes.
Wait, that was like 20 minutes.
It was no time.
It was no time. The process from us, like you literally, like Francois said, the guy checked you when you walk. He's under a tent before you get into the building. He checks it. Just keep the stuff out. You meet another lady. She checks your stuff out. You walk. You sit down and you move up. There's about 4 to 6 people at each station, making sure at least 2 people getting served at once.
Yeah.
So it was like very streamlined. And another thing to notice, that I noticed was there was a lot of foreigners there, and that I think has a lot.
Definitely.
Not getting the vaccine, but
working, moderating it. And I was just about to say, do you think? And I ain't trying to discredit, our Bahamian people, but do you think that added to why it was such a streamlined, organized process?
I'd like to say so. In the past recent years that I've noticed, where we've allowed other entities, from other countries, to operate certain businesses or certain operations over here, it does end up being faster. It end up being kind of less stressful, and a whole lot more respectful, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, that place had a vibe. We went to the Loyola Hall out of Gladstone Road.
Yeah, next
Aquinas. And like it, honestly, when I got in, it was like a vibe of like some place in America, like how it was, because they, like I said, they had it set up. The white lady would come to you, making sure that you get in the next seat, and it wasn't no like loud shouting or anything like how it usually was in like Bahamian offices. Yeah, but it was just like she come to you quietly, be like, hey, could you just move up to the next seat? And then they have your names, they have your numbers, everything just it's moving.
Even when they was calling your names, when you had to do the 15 to 20 minute wait, they weren't shouting. It wasn't like Lloyd Johnson.
Johnson Smith.
Mr. Something Thompson.
It's just like
right over here.
Right over there. They put their hand up, so you see people, the people available.
Exactly.
So now you know to look out for them, and
there wasn't a bunch of kids running around screaming.
Yeah.
It just was, even the nurse, everybody was professional. I have to applaud them. I have to applaud them for that.
Very professional. Even when on your way out, when you're doing the final, you go to the lady just to make sure when she handing you like
the
pamphlet and telling you when to come back. Even that was dope. Like she sat me down. She was very nice. The lady who was serving me, she was very nice. She was like walk me through the whole pamphlet. It's not just this and this. Oh, get out of here. It's just. She explained it.
Discussed it?
Yeah, she discussed it. She discussed it with you, giving you advice, telling you like, hey, these are the symptoms to actually look out for. Mm-hmm. These are the common symptoms. If you have these symptoms, here's what to take for it. This is just my advice. Here's the hotline at the top of the paper. Here's your card. Like, it was a very nice experience, babe.
Yeah, it was.
Which I think is a far cry from what we usually experience here.
You walk into pretty much any other flipping business or government office over here, and you just feel dread. You just walk in, you see some line, a bunch of people, it's sweaty, the AC ain't working, someone shouting, someone cursing, someone sucking their teeth, someone walking in with the money, slap somebody with the quick payola. Yeah. They get their papers in 2 seconds. You was there for hours.
Yeah, you watch this happen.
You watch it happen. You say something. Everybody's there. Like, there's like 2 people behind the desk working, and then they have attitude.
No, I mean, I have so many horror stories, and for a while I just was not in. And I can see why people would like pay others to go and deal with like licensing their car Because it is a absolute headache, right? Every government office or building that I've been into has just been some grueling process of toting a bunch of lines, a bunch of people in there, hot, like you said, sweat, noise. It's difficult, right?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's unnerving.
Honestly, my most harrowing experience was probably at the registrar. When I was trying to renew my passport some years ago. I mean, I was coming from an old passport to a new one, so I know I understood there was like a little extra process to like get into the new system, but it was like I had to go do so much back and forth, and it was no error on my part. It was just okay. I went to the registrar. I had to get the birth certificates of myself, my dad, and my mother. My dad, he's a bit aged, so he doesn't have a new birth certificate. It's one of the handwritten old ones. Fine. I have to go there, and there's a process that needs to be put in place for them to even find this, because they keep all the handwritten ones in their back room or wherever, but I know it was like a period that I had to wait. Meanwhile, I could have just walk in there and get mine easy peasy. And even with that, I had to bring documents from my dad's just to prove, because you can't just walk in there and get like an old birth certificate like that. You have to bring like signatures, a signed letter, IDs from that person to get it. So I did that. Had to still wait days. And this is to get like my mom's death certificate. That was such a pain in the ass, way. I found her birth certificate, so I thought it was just a matter of walk into the place. Here's a birth certificate. Here's identification. Here's all of her IDs, death certificates, everything. And even that was still a day's process. I finally got my papers. There was one typo on hers. They just misspelled one letter in her name. So I'm at the passport office. They telling me this. So then I got to go all the way back to the registrar. I told more days of waiting for them to correct it. And I was at the passport office. I was just like, wait, here's all these 5 other documents with her correct name. I just need... it wasn't even like I needed all this stuff. I just needed my passport. And the only thing that they needed to just have my parents' names and prove that they were my parents to put that on the passport. But they just weren't willing to accept that, which I'm down with proper process. But... damn, man. It was grueling, man.
But all just fucking phone call the department and confirm.
And that was something they could have easily done, man.
There's so much things they could have done.
That was something, and even when I got back to the registrar, they told me, they were like, all they had to do was phone in. That was so annoying to me, man.
But not only annoying, but it's emotionally draining. Like, they don't understand how it literally affects people's mental state.
Bruh, and you were already toting a million lines from like 6 a.m. to even get in these places. The passport office was unreal, way. I mean, people say nowadays it's better. I don't know.
But I don't know. I haven't been there in years.
I haven't been there in a year or two.
I haven't been there in years.
But that was nightmarish.
Even with that, we live in the eastern area. The passport office is Thompson Boulevard.
Yeah.
Making that trip constantly, multiple times a day, multiple days. Come on, babe. You gotta we can't continuously have that. And it's 2021.
Bahamians like driving, man.
Yeah, they love driving.
They're driving these nasty roads.
Yeah. This building that we have on our splash right now, the Clarence A. Bain building. I mean, I remember going there and getting my driver's license multiple times, and once again, that shares the same dreaded process of you reach there. I mean, you have to be strategic. If you go in at the end of the month, that's suicide, because you ain't getting served until like a couple hours because everybody there.
Yeah.
So you try to go in the middle or the beginning of the month. You go there. Line's still there. You go inside. The ceiling missing. Roof, the water leaking from the missing ceiling dripping on you. So half of the room you can't sit in half of the room because it's just a swamp.
Yeah, that liquid asbestos.
That is exactly the asbestos, the molds just sitting there in the chair, so you can't sit there. The room is as small as a friggin' closet. God. I mean, nowadays it's better. They moved into the stadium. That's fine. But that is just insanity to me, though.
Yeah, it took so long for them to just make that move to begin with.
It took very long for them to make that move.
That I remember one time I had to use the bathroom inside there, and because I was with my girl at the time and she was getting her permit.
Yeah.
And you had to go in the next. There's no bathroom inside there, so you have to go like the next side,
the next part of the building.
The bathroom was so disgusting that I just didn't. I had to pee, but I was just like, no. Like you walk in and it's like it looked like some medieval throne.
Yeah.
Some wood, some light bulb. It was like a light bulb hanging from like a string. Some dark, smelly. Wait, I was like, I was like, this can't be the bathroom, babe.
Yeah, babe.
But I was so glad when the building left, because I don't know, babe. That process was also, that's why once again you had to know somebody. You have to know people inside these places.
Unfortunately,
that's the motto.
That's the motto. And despite me saying I had to wait all those days, I paid to get it expedited. I paid to get it done quick. That's the thing, and it still took that long time.
That's ridiculous.
But no, it's as you said. You got to know somebody. I remember when I was trying to get a transcript from high school from the education building.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. The woman behind the desk told me, she was like, come back in 5 days. I was like, yikes, that's crazy for some letters on a paper. Wow, all right, cool. But my aunt came down. I didn't even know she worked there. I was like, I came for this. She was like, give me a minute. She came right back down with it. I was like, bro, why is it like this? Why is it like this way?
What is life?
Why is it like this way? What's missing? Do we not have enough printers, or do we not have enough staff?
It gotta be the people. I don't know, man. And like we stay talking about the staff situation.
Yeah, everywhere just needs staff, but I guess everywhere just ain't making money to support the staff.
So that's weird. We're in a weird cycle of being unprofessional, making money, and also not making money.
Yeah, man. I think it's the fact that niggas just don't like updating things here. Like things need to improve.
Yeah.
And there are multiple methods by which you can, find a better solution.
Yeah.
And still niggas damn. Yeah.
Like, I think very recently we've just adopted this. You could do things online in government spaces, like
mentality.
Yeah, not even mentality. Like physically, we're just adopting it because now it's no longer than the last 3 years. I may be even generous there. You could have started to online processes for like getting your license done.
Right.
Good on them. Because nobody wants to come inside and do it. But when it still comes to like doing police records online, that ain't real. Doing police records in person ain't real.
Yeah, no.
Bro.
I remember so many times I was like go online to like do the police record and then just be like, all right, cool, pick up the next day. I was like, solid. I go the next day to the police station. They just look at me like I'm friggin' stupid.
Yeah.
They didn't know what I'm talking about.
Let's go there in person. And they just be like, but and they tell you don't come back until next effing 3 days. And then there's closed. Wait, there's closed early.
Yes.
They got that ridiculous lunchtime. Wait, it's like one. It's just crazy it's crazy, wait.
Bro, the police station out east, Elizabeth Estates.
Yeah.
But it's like one woman there who does all the police records and. Wait, I swear you could only catch her probably 3 days out of the week for like 2 hours out of the day.
Yeah, but
you go there at 2 o'clock? Oh, she gone for the day. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wait,
so if I was trying to catch a flight,
you
mash.
You screwed.
Mash.
That's money once again. That's because she ain't there, and she's always be there with that woman who's supposed to be cleaning. We have a bunch of people who's be cleaning, but they just don't be cleaning.
And once again, they, like you said, they tell you come back in 3 days. I remember I was trying to catch this flight like in the next day and a half. Wait, I went to her. I was like, Miss, I need you to do something for me because I need this like tomorrow, babe. She was like, all right, cool, hold on. She made a call. She was like, all right, go down to like Central in like an hour and you could get it. And I'm like, once again, I was so thankful. I was like, cool, thank you. But why is the days thing? And what, do they have a queue?
I don't know, way.
I assume they have to have a queue.
Again, I don't know what's be going on behind the scenes. I think okay. One thing I know what does happen though is that because there are so much people that just be like, let me just pay. They want to get done first and faster.
Mm.
And then payments of this weird thing is, especially older payments, they just be like, "Hey, why you working so hard on the job?" Right? And I'll never forget that summer jobs.
Yeah.
I'd be there and they'd be like, "Stop working so hard, man. Go on lunch. Go take break. This and that." They pay like it's just wait for paycheck. You get paid. You get paid. Go make sure go like everything in like y'all basically teaching us like just go on the job, louse around, don't really do nothing, do the bare minimum, and then get paid.
Yeah, that's I think that's on probably all jobs you go on. People would just tell you, be like, don't work so hard. I get that at the job I'm at now. People, I like to work. That's just me. Unfortunately, sometimes I like to get it done. People tell me, be like, wait, like I used to not take lunch at work sometimes, right, for like weeks straight because work just needed to get done. My bosses used to come to me, oh no man, you gotta take that lunch. It's like, boy, I could just eat for like sit down and eat for 5 minutes and then I'm good to go. I could go back and hit it so I could make sure when I leave ain't no issues when I come back the next day.
Yeah.
See, but you are in the minority for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Not everybody have that mindset. They want to leave shit for the next day.
No way.
They love that.
No, I mean, I used to be like that, like when I first started working, but I had to learn after time. I was like, you don't know what's gonna happen the next day. Anything could happen the next day, and then that thing that you wanted to get to, you have to put off into the next day, and then you have to put it off again, and until it gets to the point where it could be too late.
Yeah,
that's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
That's crazy. We need to update these government offices. That's just something that needs to happen.
And they were updated recently, but I don't know if the update is enough.
and I still think it's crazy that our DMV is in the stadium. That's ridiculous.
Why do you think that way?
Wait, it's a stadium. Have his own whole compound area for cars to come pull up.
I did think it was a bit strange.
You know what I mean?
When they first left the Clarence A. Bain building, and they were like, "Yeah, we in the stadium." I was like, "The stadium? The stadium? How do you get in there? How?" But they probably justify it by saying, they don't host too many events anyway, so that's kind of wasted space,
right?
In a way,
and then might as well be
used. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what the money is behind that. Like if they pay, like if there's a rent or you know what I mean? How that works?
I mean, who owns the building?
Exactly. Yeah. What is? Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole other. Y'all tell us.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing we gotta look into. Well, I guess we could just cap it off. We talked about Demon Slayer last time.
Yes, sir.
The movie. I haven't been able to find it online yet. I'm not going in to watch it in the theater. Sorry to anyone who feels any way about that.
They could be okay.
Yeah, they could be alright. But I am, the pirate that I am, I haven't been able to find it online yet, which is expected. It's a paid movie.
Yeah.
It's a paid movie. And
I gotta look for it.
Yeah, good luck, babe. If you find it, it's probably some jank recording from the theater with a bunch of people getting up and walking and talking in the thing. Some unwanted commentary.
Yeah.
But it's been smashing some records. When it dropped in, like, it was November or December in Japan, it was like the highest grosses like movie over there in terms of like animated movies or any movie to be made over there. It just made the most.
Ah, okay.
And in America, in the last day or two, in fact, that has been the highest grossing foreign movie to ever hit like American shores.
That's crazy.
That's craziness.
That is crazy.
It broke Spirited Away. That I think that held the record in Japan.
Wow.
It shattered that, which is crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
Spirited Away
It did.
is highly revered.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Like we mentioned last time, maybe this is a signal to other like studios to be like, hey, buddy, if you guys want to see this part of the canon story, you gotta pay like $15 to come and watch it in the movie.
Or sign up on our specific streaming service.
Yeah, that's the dangerous territory it's gonna be staring into, because we already see Disney Plus and stuff. They got the Mandalorian.
That's it.
They
got Mulan.
They got
the movies that they're releasing
and other Disney shows.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them I want to watch, like WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That's one that I've been seeing recently. I kind of want to watch that. Yeah, but this is I think this is a dangerous precedent.
The world could set for you.
Yeah.
It's something that we definitely got to pay attention to. It kind of reminded me of what GTA 5 did and how that scared people.
What do you mean?
Like when GTA 5 broke all the records by selling, being the most game in the world, and like how this happened. And for this type of genre, like these things never used to happen like that. So it's like now, like you said, it's just we gotta see what's gonna happen. What's gonna be the next thing?
Yeah, right.
But that's just the microchip inside me talking.
It is. You're talking craziness now. I just noticed that.
We fools.
Yeah.
We've crossed over. We are now part of the Illuminati.
Yeah. They tracking us.
They tracking us.
They know what we're talking about. They know where we are.
They even tried This Isn't Wendy's, eh?
Yeah, we. Just before we finish, I right after the vaccine we took, because it's got this sticker on saying, "Hey, we got vaccine." I didn't even look at the sticker.
Yeah, I didn't look at it.
I got the COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah. Walk into Wendy's before we came here, and like there was like no one in there. It was a ghost town. Walk in, and not everybody, but the people at the front at the registers, they were like, "Oh, look at it! Oh, they get the vaccine! Oh, they showing off!" Like they didn't say it out loud, but I picked up on it, and I was like, "That's interesting." I mean, it's not
Mm-hmm.
interesting. If I was a little gal, I probably would have been like, "Oh, in my feelings, or maybe feel ostracized because of it."
Yeah.
But that's something you gotta expect.
Exactly.
Because I'm still very interested to see like a statistic of our population who's not gonna take it. I think the number is staggeringly high.
Yeah.
Like I told San Diego when we were going there, and when it was so empty.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, wait, I think they're gonna have like leftovers, because I don't think people are gonna be down for it.
Yeah.
Unless like the prime minister puts in like some really strong like, well, you can't walk into the store unless you got this the vaccine card on you.
The travel, I think if he says you can't travel, people could be like, fuck that. I think if you say y'all can't travel outside of, even into islands, if you do that.
And then you got these jackasses like producing the fake tests. They could be producing the fake vaccine papers and stuff.
Of course.
We're gonna see more reports of that in the coming weeks of people getting caught in the airport trying to be dumb.
For sure.
Because a couple of people already been going to jail for that would be such a stupid.
That's dumb.
That's just dumb. But
like, if you have to travel that bad, I ain't saying go and take it, but do some non-illegal means of getting your business done. If you really don't want to take it that bad.
Yeah, man.
Don't go to jail.
Fake vaccine.
Yeah. Right?
And then you end up dying from. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
That's episode 20, man.
That's episode 20.
Yeah.
Thanks for Air for coming out.
And alright.
Man, of course.
Always love to have him on. Thanks for everybody for tuning in.
Yep.
Check our social medias, our links.
We have
all of
a lot of stuff in the works, a lot coming.
that. Yeah, man.
So, peace out.
Take care.